Hey everyone, I'm Tom, this is Joy.
Hello.
And we are in the Xpeng G6, and again, a full disclaimer that this is a long-term media loan of this car. We've explained the terms and conditions of this deal in a separate video, so check that out. But today we are going to give you our thoughts on this car 2 weeks later. So it's pretty much 2 weeks to the day when we took delivery of this vehicle. So Joy is going to drive us to Costco, which is about 15 minutes away from this location, and we're going to show you how the car drives, and she's going to give you her thoughts as well on the car over the last 2 weeks. All right.
Firstly, I love this camera. Love this this left side, which I've really been missing. I last had it in my Mazda CX-5, and I have been missing it in the Tesla Model 3 and the Model Y. And now I have the left side curb again, and I am just so happy.
Yeah,
like
makes parking a breeze, isn't it?
Yeah, like I said, I've become a parallel parking genius with this camera. So, and this view's great too, because then you can see,
It's so clear.
Yeah,
really high def.
yeah.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Reverse.
Love these lines too.
Yeah.
And the mirrors tilt, you probably can just see on the main camera.
And then I always do this.
You can adjust how the mirrors tilt as well.
I know, but I mean, it's easier for me just to duck my head down. Yep.
And there are profiles too, so that's her profile, Joy's profile there, the little owl. You can change the avatar. I might stick you onto Apple CarPlay. There you go, just keep driving.
I'm just going to keep driving straight until you tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
There is a car behind me now.
That's all right. Oh, it wants us to U-turn. Okay, so...
This might be a dead end, I think.
Yeah, you can do a 360. It's a loop, so you get a little cul-de-sac. You don't necessarily
There is a
just
car
go like that
behind
way.
me. Yeah.
Oh, look, tram. I'm sitting on the... Let's see how good the turning circle is.
I was just a bit freaked out by the car coming up behind me.
To be fair, there was a guy sitting there. Otherwise, you could have done the big turn.
Well, yes, I didn't want to go too close to the human either.
But easy enough for 3-point like that. Yeah, rails on the road. Interesting.
Yeah, I will just avoid running my wheels directly over the bit that's jutting out.
Now I'm going to just say that the suspension is on the stiff side. Just for me personally, I feel like it's a little bit stiffer than other EVs we've driven. Not as stiff as the old Model Y,
and
but
I was going to say,
stiffer.
for me, it's more loose than the Model Y. So, yeah.
Yeah, just what you're used to. Like, you know, it's up to you whether you want a firmer or stiffer suspension, but we'll see what the new G6 is like. And this is part of the deal we have with Xpeng. Like, we are showing the current G6. Yep,
straight
turn right here.
And then kind of pointing straight.
Sorry. And then you can compare. We'll compare it to the new G6 when it comes, right? So we've got a baseline to work with.
Now
let's turn left here.
I switched my wipers
Left
off.
here.
I switched my wipers off the other day.
Uh,
So now I've got to figure out how to turn them back on again.
Yep. So luckily the wipers.
It's just here, isn't it?
Flick up. That's the rear wiper. So flick this one. So now it's on auto wipers.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's turn left here. So the wipers are camera based as well, I believe, which is why.
That's why I switched it off.
Yeah.
Because the other day I did the same thing as what my Tesla does, where if I drive in certain lighting conditions, I think when the sun's setting, and it was just picking up some,
dust and specks on the windscreen.
and it was like, oh, it's raining.
Yeah.
And then so my wipers are going off in broad sunshine.
Stay in the right lane.
And I'm always thinking like, oh my goodness, I'm one of those people, right? With
right at the roundabout.
Wipers going off in broad daylight.
Yeah.
But it was easy enough to change because it's like, it's here. I didn't have to fiddle with the screen.
And I'm not mansplaining to Joy how to drive because she likes me to tell her directions when she's driving. So.
And when I'm driving, I like to just fully concentrate on that. So even if someone tells me something I already know, I actually appreciate it. Like, I do know where the wipers are, but under pressure and because I'm being recorded, it's like, like when you watch Wheel of Fortune and you're just like, why do they not know? It is so obvious. But there's something about being in a sort of slightly pressured situation that suddenly everything just disappears out of the brain. So
that's why we love game shows, because you know better than the contestants.
But I do appreciate you telling me it's right here because,
Yeah. I'm sure you
under
guys
pressure, I'm suddenly like, I've forgotten how to drive a vehicle.
I'm sure you guys yell at the TV when we do stuff as well, but that's fine. We can't hear you. All right, let's go straight.
Well, you do tap in the comments, so.
That's true. You got comments at least. You can engage with us that way. All right, keep going straight for a little while so we can keep chatting. So you saw the blind spot monitor come up on the screen. You can also change that to the instrument cluster screen as well.
So it can appear here. And it's interesting because we have different preferences. So for your drive profile setting, you have it for here, and for my drive profile setting, I have it for here.
Yeah, obviously drive profile setting is linked to your account on your mobile phone, and then the mirrors and the steering feel and the steering position.
So drive control settings.
Yep,
Basically.
and the seat position is all linked to your profile, which is quite handy, like the Tesla, basically. But unlike Tesla, you can have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto like this. How has it been, by the way, having Apple CarPlay currently compared to previously?
It has saved me time already, because I was on the Roseville Bridge the other day and I could see up ahead that the right lane was blocked. So I was able to move into the middle lane, and I was feeling quite smug when I went past all the other cars that were blocked in the right lane, because they didn't know that the right lane was blocked up ahead, and I already knew because I had Apple CarPlay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look, as good as the Tesla infotainment system is, and the connectivity that you pay $10 a month for, having Apple CarPlay and the Waze up is great. That's why I like having stay in this lane.
Yeah.
And having Spotify and everything already accessible from your phone on Apple CarPlay, I think it makes a difference personally. I'm sure the Tesla owners will say otherwise, but I like having Apple CarPlay. All right, we'll take a left here.
I still have to get that out of my muscle memory. The indicating a second time, because it would have switched off in my Tesla.
That's what you used to do, right?
It
driven
did,
in the car
and
with you
I'm still doing it.
Yeah.
But I will, that muscle memory will eventually be retrained.
I mean, the indicators still are not like mechanical. It's still sort of software where you flick down, then it springs back up. But it doesn't
stays
seem to,
on.
it doesn't seem to go
on.
off.
Yeah, I don't actually need to press it again, but I just do out of habit.
Yep. How do you feel the steering is like compared to your Tesla?
It's a little bit looser than the Tesla, and obviously it's looser than, but honestly, like, I would want it so ridiculously firm that it's, probably suits
Formula One mode.
Probably only suits 1% of people, so I don't mind. Like, this is okay. It doesn't overly bother me.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm just going to let everybody go first.
Next question is one pedal driving, or the lack thereof. Even on the X pedal mode, you still have to press the brake at the end.
Again, not a big deal to me. Like, I got used to it after a while. And they're getting rid of it in China, didn't you say? So
yes. Well, it's not default anymore.
Yeah.
The wording is not quite, I'm not sure, I have to work out what the translation is, but from the articles I've read, it's not the default setting, one pedal driving.
I mean, I can see why it's probably good to still train your foot to press a brake to stop. You know what I mean? Like, because even with something as small as like the indicator, where I've trained myself to press it multiple times, if you're having a whole new generation of drivers who are learning never to press a brake, that could be a problem.
Yeah.
So
we've got our son learning to drive very soon, and we're going to turn regen off.
I don't mind the idea that you have to put your foot on the brake.
Yeah, I guess you got to feather your foot a bit more.
That seems. There's going to be a whole bunch of people going, of course, like, you have to put your foot on the brake.
Well, a lot of Tesla owners on the comments say, well, no, I can't leave Tesla because I will miss one pedal driving too much, right? And I get where they're coming from. When I switched from my Model 3 or an NS to a BYD, you had to retrain your foot to brake again, which is not that big a deal, right? You learn how to brake when you were learning how to drive.
But again, it's what matters to you, isn't it? And that's why I think, as I've always said, it's like, if you like that about the Tesla, then absolutely stick with the Tesla, because it is fun. And I used to see it as like a personal failure if I needed to press the brake for any reason. It almost becomes like a little game that you play. So I get it.
Yeah, so we haven't driven that much because it's been school holidays in New South Wales, but what we have driven we'll share with you right now. And we'll do a X-Pilot test on the freeway home after we go to Costco to do a bit of shopping.
Should mention, we are not sponsored by Costco. Costco gives us no money. We have a Costco membership, that's about it.
We always go to Costco with these tests for some reason. I know this is very subjective, but I find the materials in this car quite nice. It feels very premium in this vehicle. The sound system, now we should talk about the sound system. This has been a point of contention because I enjoy, we love the Tesla sound system. It's very good. And other sound systems I've enjoyed, like the Polestar, It's been quite good. How do you feel the X-Opera or Sopera, or however you pronounce this sound system, has been like?
I think it is ever so slightly worse than the Tesla.
Big call.
Yeah, but not in a way that it's like a whole grade below. So I think I've said it before in other videos, if the Tesla is an A, then this is like an A minus. So it's still an A, but it's not quite as good an A as the Tesla. Yeah.
Yep, I agree. I think for me, it's on par with my X BYD Seal. I say X because it's sold. But yeah, not as good as Tesla, unfortunately. It's just the mids are tiny bit muffled, but I think over time you get used to it, and it's probably okay. So.
I find it's better when it's louder, so I just make it louder.
Most things are better when they're louder.
Yeah.
Oh, leading car ahead. Bing.
It's honestly quite aggressive with that. It's like I've already got my foot on the accelerator, and it's like, hey, the car in front of you's already gone. It's like, yeah.
Come on, mate.
So it is quite interesting.
Yeah. Oh,
And
you must have...
see, I was laughing. No, and it's done that
You
to
laughed.
me before. Yeah, when I was sort of laughing, and it's like, are you yawning?
It's very sensitive, the driver drowsiness warning. When you turn the warning sound off, it's for the drive, this drive, but it returns back to default for the next drive.
Yep. So don't laugh, don't make jokes, don't laugh at
Don't
your
cough,
passengers'
don't
jokes.
sneeze.
Yep.
Be robotic when you drive. How funny.
I don't mind it, actually. That's the thing. When it comes on and I kind of have a bit of a laugh at it. The other thing is that for my morning drive, it's, again, I think it's muscle memory that I yawn at a particular junction because that's just, you know, in the morning I yawn, right? And so it'll be like, driver drowsiness alert. And I'm like, yes, I'm sorry. I'm not actually drowsy. I'm just yawning because I'm conditioned to yawn at this particular intersection. So
That's when you yell back, hey, Xpeng, it's 7 a.m. in the morning. Of course I'm drowsy.
no, I'm not drowsy. I'm just getting my day started. I'm not drowsy.
And I said Xpeng very quietly because otherwise the prompt will come on.
Yeah.
That's the safe word for the car. Hey, car brand name.
That is a massive Hungry Jack's
That's huge, isn't it?
sign. There's a camera pointing at it, isn't it? Like, so people can see what I'm talking about?
Probably. Yeah. Yes, the GoPro's on, yes.
Yep.
That's what I love about Western Sydney. They do it big out here. That's a huge. We don't get that on the north side. Huge Hungry Jacks like that.
I'm driving like under the speed limit because I feel like every intersection has a red light speed camera. So.
All right. How close can you get to one pedal without needing to push the brake? Tell us when you're going to push the brake.
Okay. See, I'm going to let go, and it may actually kind of come to a stop.
Close.
Anyway.
It's very close, but it does keep rolling. See. Oh, okay. It did stop.
No, I've got my foot on the
okay,
brake.
pushed. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, look, there's a jolt charger there.
See, again, was I really that slow off the mark?
Nah, you're fine. Obviously, in China they do things quicker.
Yeah. Yeah, it must have different settings, like, you know, like Sydney mode.
That's right. And again, I'll put the disclaimer, in case you forgot at the beginning, this car is a long-term loan from Xpeng.
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
We're not afraid to give you feedback about the car, positive or negative, and you guys feel free to write stuff about the vehicle. Xpeng have asked us for feedback, so go ahead, ask the questions. We'll try and answer them as best we can.
And I did say in every single video that I'm going to be driving, I'm going to mention, can we have a mode that's even stronger than the current sport mode with even firmer steering and even more responsive acceleration and braking?
Actually, we do need to do the Supercharger video where we force it to charge. Like, people keep telling us, yes, if you keep trying it every like 6 or 7 times, it'll eventually work.
And we're very gullible, so we will try this for you because we don't know whether this is just a joke that people are saying that if you plug it in 10 times, it'll work on the 10th time. So obviously you don't want to look silly at the Supercharger doing that. So we will do that for you so that you don't have to look silly, and then, you know, we can document once and for all whether it actually will work on the 10th time or whether someone is just pulling our leg.
That's right. Well, we're approaching Costco, so we might either have lunch before or after, depending on whether we want to spend more money at Costco or not. So we will sign off here and then we'll show you X-Pilot on the freeway on the drive home. So stay tuned, everyone. All right, so now for the freeway component of the drive. I was going to drive, but Joy obviously loves the car too much that she's driving as well on the freeway. and she's going to give you her thoughts.
I know we were supposed to take turns for the video, but
So once she gets up to speed, we'll demonstrate X-Pilot for you, which is Xpeng's version of autopilot, which is essentially active cruise control and the auto steer component. Of course, once you get on the freeway, most of the cars we drive, the suspension is pretty good, pretty stable. It all comes down to insulation, which I think this car is reasonable, does a reasonable job.
alright, so double tap.
Double tap the right store.
Oh, X-Pilot cannot be activated.
Oh, okay, maybe there's a criteria. Try again.
Pay attention and hold the steering
Alright.
wheel.
So I might just go a bit closer to it so you can see. Alright. You can just see there probably there's a steering wheel icon there. And then the max speed is on 97 and the posted speed time, which is 100. And then you see all the visualizations there. It's pretty good. And it's got auto lane change as well, so once, if she needs to lane change, it's automatic.
Might as well drive that.
Okay, so
No, it didn't.
yeah, you need to have there you go, that's the icon you need. When you see that icon, you can then lane change automatically.
The LCC icon.
No, that one. See that little grey icon there? This one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See, it's gone again, so obviously the conditions aren't quite met yet. There it is again. Okay, so a
There we
little
go.
box there.
Yeah.
And then the car will change a lane for you. Yep, and then the indicator goes off, which is pretty
Yeah.
good.
Probably much to the amusement of the car behind me going, took her 3 goes to decide to change lanes.
That's right.
Yep. And then to change speed, one of these ones. Which one?
Left side is the
Volume control or the...
left, you can try, I don't know. We'll work it out. Yep, there you go. It's going up.
Ah, there we go. Yep.
So left side is volume. Sorry, left side is the
Speed.
max
Yeah.
speed. Yep. Right side is
I
volume.
just rolled it up. I mean, that's what I wanted to intuitively scroll up. I figured, so I thought, oh, let's try that.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty easy. Especially if you come from Tesla, it's pretty similar. Except in Xpeng, the auto lane change and the self-park is standard with the car. As opposed to Tesla, you're going to pay another $5,000 for enhanced autopilot. Yeah, so not much to say really on the highway. It's pretty easy.
I mean, I don't know whether it's just the display of the number or whether it's actually that accurate, but I find that it, if I set it to 100, it'll be absolutely rock steady at 100. So I don't know whether that's that just went down a bit because there was a car coming in front.
We saw that.
But I don't know whether that's a display thing. You know what I mean? Like it's actually there's variability maybe in the speed, but it's just showing me that it's keeping 100, or whether it really is that accurate. Most cars will fluctuate a little bit. 101, 99, 100. There was one car that we drove that was constantly flicking between 9900, 9900, to the point that it was actually really distracting because there was a head-up display as well. And I do want to go back into the left lane.
Yeah, go down. Go
But
down.
okay, now I can.
Yeah, so the conditions aren't met, so you have to do a manual one. And I think you're okay now. There we go.
Yeah.
So that little grey box must be present.
Nope.
Yeah, it does that sometimes.
Yeah.
It just sort of cancels halfway through, which is a bit frustrating. It does happen.
Yeah. The other car was just obviously wanting to go faster than 100.
Yeah.
So I will let it do that.
Do like to tell you on the freeway, which is frustrating. But I suppose the argument is that you shouldn't be in the right lane.
Well, okay, yeah, that's the thing. I think there's 2 types of drivers in Sydney. Those who feel that the right lane should be for those who want to go faster than the posted speed limit. And then I guess there are the drivers that disagree with that
some might argue the right lane has got an unlimited speed limit, right?
Well, that's the thing, Again,
must have
I'm
laughed.
laughing. Yes. So it mistakes my laughing for being drowsy. Yeah.
How funny.
I don't mind.
Yes, for new drivers out there, the right lane does not have an unlimited speed limit. You will still get booked if you go over the speed limit. So, caution.
Yep. So going at the posted speed limit in the right lane should be absolutely fine. But hey, But
Yeah.
hey, yeah.
It's etiquette. Is it etiquette? I don't know what it
No,
is.
I don't know. Yeah, but
It's
I
really-
will get out of their way if I can safely get
Yeah.
out of their way. Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
Who knows? People are in a hurry for different
Yeah.
reasons.
Okay, one thing I was going to say.
Yes.
I do like the fact that this is a dark color up here.
Ah, yes.
Because as someone who wears makeup, I was worried that if that was like a white interior, that would get obviously all my like makeup and lotions and potions all into it. But if it's a dark color, that's less likely to happen. So for all you makeup wearing guys and girls out there, then you don't have to worry about that.
But I must say the white interior just makes it look really nice, right? I like the white interior. Now that our kids are older, we'll obviously tell you how it holds up in the next few months, just with wear and tear.
Yep.
You wanted to make a comment about the smell?
Smell, yes, that was the
Yeah.
next thing I was going to say. So I mean, I never really noticed it because obviously you don't generally notice negative things, as in like the lack of something. So in the Tesla Model Y, I kind of forgot about the existence of exhaust smell and the stuff coming out of all the other vehicles in front of me. But I have noticed that I've started to smell it again in the Xpeng. So whether that's because it doesn't have that like biofiltration, whatever. What's the one called?
Biohazard, but it's got a filter as well.
Yeah, like a HEPA filter or something.
Yeah, this should have it too, really.
It should, yeah, but obviously it's not as good quality, isn't it? Because I can actually smell, like, if I could smell buses and things like that, which, yeah, like I said, I'd forgotten about that because I'd just gotten used to not smelling it, and so now being able to smell it again in certain situations, and I'm like, oh look, I can actually smell the other cars on the road, which I have forgotten about.
Of course, that would not be a problem if we didn't drive nice.
So if
on the
everybody
road.
else was, or more
Drive
people
EV.
were driving EVs, it would be less of a
that's true.
problem. Yeah.
That's one downside of driving EVs, by the way. You get very sensitive suddenly to noxious emissions from cars.
Yeah, it sounds really snobby, but it actually, like, you do actually notice it.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
suddenly when you smell like a petrol vehicle, it's like, oh,
Oh, that's what the headache's from. I know, it does sound very precious, I know, but it's fact, it does happen. We're not the only ones. I think others people have said to us it happens if you drive EV long enough.
I must say the X-Pilot is, I know I'm just going to hover my foot over the brake with, with
Caution.
this. Yep. But I think it's actually going to handle it pretty okay. Look, yeah, you're good. Yeah.
I'm surprised that you didn't like jump ahead and just cut in.
Yeah.
But it was quite civilized. I know, we've got this thing against utes, but look, I think most utes drivers are probably very sensible.
Well, that's a Queensland one, so maybe that's why it was
it's
like,
not local.
yeah.
No, look, there's a stereotype for a reason, right? A lot of ute drivers are in a hurry.
That was like the politest merge. Yeah.
And we say that in jest because we have driven utes on the channel, right? BYD Shark 6, Canon Alpha. Like you suddenly feel, I don't know, what's the word? More in a hurry or more important maybe.
I think it's
bigger
because
on the road.
well, look, you're sitting higher up, you can see more of what's ahead of you. So
Yeah.
you've actually got more knowledge than everybody else.
Gosh, there are a lot of utes on our road.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Hey, the backbone of Australia, okay? They're working hard. Yep.
We salute you. Alright. Anything else you want to add before we sign off?
What was I saying? No, I was actually saying sorry about the X-Pilot.
Oh,
isn't it?
yes, you were.
Yeah, I was saying it's
Sorry.
one of the better ones out there. The ones that I feel more confident in. What?
No, sorry, I just saw a Ranger ad, electric Ranger.
Oh, I thought
Plug-in
you wanted
hybrid,
me
sorry.
to go into
No,
the bus lane,
sorry.
and I'm like, what?
Go, keep going. X-Pilot, yes.
Yeah, like it's. I mean, because honestly, I can barely see what the road markings are here at the moment. I don't know whether that is showing on the camera how
we're seeing it on
bad
this.
it is,
All
but
good.
yeah. But it seems to know exactly where the road is and is following it very, very well. Like I said, one of the better ones. And I can somehow hold the steering wheel without wrenching the steering wheel, if that makes sense. It's just moving nicely under me.
Yeah,
So-
not grappling with it.
Yeah. So it's good. It's good. Yeah.
Good.
All in all, very, very comfortable.
Excellent. Well, that's good. That's
Very happy. Like I'm not anxious at all because generally I'm not a fan of like you know, I don't like driving for the sake of driving. Until I started the Cupra driver scam. But yeah, this is up there, you know, in terms of you point there, but then you block
left lane. Left
you
lane.
block my
Vision.
yeah.
Auto lane change. There we go.
And it's interesting because the way how close that Volkswagen is, I personally wouldn't have changed lanes, but the car was happy to.
Yeah, we do have to take an exit here, but
Yep. But you were blocking my left
I'm sorry,
mirror.
but that's okay. The car can still see it.
Yeah.
Thanks to its cameras. Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, we're about to turn off here. Any final thoughts?
No, again, I think just as what I was saying before, I'm just looking forward to knowing more of the little intricacies of this car.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which you can only do with a long-term review like this. So again, thanks to Xpeng for this opportunity.
Yep.
And this is our 2-week review.
Sorry, I just put on the brake there because
Yeah.
I didn't know how close I am to the exit, so I just wanted to take over.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'll just swivel the camera around to say goodbye. Thanks, everyone.
I'm not going to look because I'm driving.
That's fine. You keep doing what you're doing. And from Joy and myself, thank you for watching. Until the next Ludicrous Feed video, it's happy charging.